Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda.
He is the KingFanMan.
She is the chatty catty. She always does that. I tell her, don't talk. It's going to go live before you know it. Well, we are live, we think. Would you check that one, see if we're up?
Now live.
Cool.
I think that was you.
Yay. Well, we are live then, and welcome to the KingCast.
Yeah. Now live on your channel.
Hey,
That's
True
you.
Flat. Hey, Big T.
So, hey, you guys.
I didn't think we were going to have much to talk about today, but we do. We have a lot of just general gaming news. We have some Microsoft news, and of course, some sad Bethesda news, as y'all heard earlier this week that the CEO and founder of ZeniMax passed away, and we're going to talk about that.
I can't keep
a little
sad
bit
face.
too. Well, you can during that part.
I can't. Y'all know.
I
Hey,
bet
Big
you
T.
can.
Y'all know when I have to tell somebody bad news, I smile, don't I? Like it's a nervous reaction.
He changed his name to Cindy's husband, so we know. Thank you
That's
for doing
too
that.
funny. Yeah, so I smile when I deliver bad news.
Yeah.
Some people
So
find
don't
it
do that.
offensive.
We're also going to talk about those 6 new games that are coming from Bethesda, and they seem like they're coming very soon. I did a video on them not long ago, and I want to know which ones you're most excited about. Plus, we have some new information on a few of those games as well. So let's just jump right in with the gaming news for the week. I told you were too high and lifted up. Now you're too low and lifted up.
I was trying to hide my fat roll.
Oh, here, don't spill your coffee there. This is why I have the Queen on the KingCast. It adds for fun.
Oh my God.
In general gaming news, as the Queen composes herself, a new leak came out this week. And by the way, these leaks have been coming since 2016. But this is a new leak that Red Dead Redemption, the original Red Dead Redemption, is being remastered, and
I need you to hold this.
oh my word, and it is going to come before Grand Theft Auto 6. So that is if this is new, where's Walter? Walter is right here.
He's right here, and I owe some people like some Walters, so I'm just going to randomly Walter through this show because, well, he's been at his mom's, and I haven't Waltered.
You haven't been able to Walter. So that's a big deal if you're a Red Dead Redemption fan. It's also a big deal if you're a Grand Theft Auto fan because they are going to be working on that before. So that's a pretty big deal. Plus, in other news, GTA San Andreas is going to be remastered as well. Now, there's no date given on this, and these are just insiders with what they are saying. So we're going to get 2 remasters from Rockstar probably before we get GTA 6. And why would they do GTA 6, you say? Well, did you know that this past month was most players on GTA 5
Isn't that the one
of
that's
all
with
time?
A bunch of hookers?
No.
Yeah, it is, right?
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you make a Grand Theft Auto 6 if your Part 5 was doing that well?
Because you sleazy guys have been up in your houses too long with COVID.
Well, speaking of sleazy, this next news article is all about the sleaze, and I'm pretty upset about it too.
Mm-hmm.
BioWare has now confirmed that the new Mass Effect Legendary Edition will be censored. Dum dum dum.
You're having a lupus flare.
It's my red.
Turn a little bit.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hello, lupus.
This is lupus. I want to say this right off the bat. I am not for censorship of any kind, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's in gaming. I think it's terrible. But let me tell you what they're going to censor. Here's the sleazy part. They are censoring. Oh, the head of BioWare says this. So, I mean, this is true. They are just making some subtle changes. Well, what are those subtle changes? The bust size. Why would you change the bust size of some of the actresses in there? I guess they're making them smaller. I'm sure they're not making them bigger, but anyway. And the other thing is they are censoring some of the more sleazy camera angles. How's that?
He helped you out
Yeah.
a little bit.
her rear end too? Oh, wow. So, yes, they're taking some of the provocative nature of the Mass Effect out. And
so are they cleaning the game up a smidge, is what you're saying?
yes, but it's still censorship, and we don't like it. So say it's yuck. We don't like that censorship.
I don't like censorship. And the reason I don't like censorship is because even if I might like it on something like this, if I can like it on this, then it gives someone else the
ability
right
to take it away,
to want to censor things that I don't feel need to be censored. So just like I am against government telling us what we can and cannot do on a lot of what are political hot topic items right now, it's not because I agree or disagree with the item itself. It's because when you can do that to one sect of people, you can do that to all sects of people.
That's
not okay.
That's what freedom is all about.
That's what freedom is about. Anyway, so
let's say hi to some people. Big T, hey. True Flat, hey.
Exactly, True Flat.
Mudbug,
hey. Hey, you guys. Hey,
James,
everybody.
Hey, Cindy. And, of course, Cindy's husband.
Yes, Big T, yes.
I have to say it like that.
Hey,
okay.
Everybody. It's so good to have y'all here. Did you say hi to Mayhem?
Oh, hey, Mayhem Cube Gaming. How's it going? Thank you.
Hey, James.
Yes.
Hey, Captain Awesome.
I told you also in a video this week that Gearbox was sold to Embracer for $1.3 billion. But there's a little bit more to that story I can add today, and it has a Bethesda twist. Remember, I also told you that Microsoft was trying to buy another major studio. Well, Gearbox was one of those, and they were actually in negotiations to try to buy Gearbox. And by the way, if you don't know who Gearbox is, of course, they are the makers of Borderlands, and I've got some Borderlands news too. But so Microsoft was in on trying to get Gearbox, but they were actually sold to Embracer instead. And it is said now that Microsoft is after another big company somewhere.
Probably Embracer.
Yes. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Good to see you.
Matt, I got you, True Flat. Hey, it's good to see you. Thanks. I'm glad to be back. He's been gone for a while. It seems like a month at least. And he's leaving tomorrow morning again. But it's nice to be here with you guys today. Hey, DJ. It's good to be in the corner with the king.
It is. In other Gearbox news, since the purchase by I keep having to look at my notes.
Look, Embracer. I feel like the Addams Family chick.
Morticia.
I got the Morticia look going on.
Morticia was hot.
Well, I got part of the Morticia look going on then.
You've really got the
hey, Luke,
the Harry Potter look. What's her name? Beatrix.
I don't have Beatrix going on today. My hair's
it's not curly. Yeah, that's true.
I had to brush it out because there was knots in my hair, you guys.
Our friends, some of our friends call her Beatrix. Okay, in other Gearbox news, the
Elvira definitely.
Since the sale of Gearbox to Embracer, now they say they're going to do riskier things in the future. In fact, the whole team said they're ready for riskier ideas, and the studio is planning to try out some innovative new IPs. So if you was ready for the next Borderlands, is probably going to have to wait because they are going to be working on these new IPs. So that's what I've got in gaming news. We're going to go to Bethesda news after that, but that's a lot going on in gaming.
Yeah, for a guy that didn't think there was much going on this week.
Yes. Now get ready for your sad face.
Okay.
As y'all know, it was reported on Wednesday, and this is very sad, that the co-founder and CEO of ZeniMax, Robert Altman, passed away. He was 73 years old. And by the way, you may not have known this, he was also married to Linda Carter. Linda Carter, of course, is TV's Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. You're smiling.
I had my coffee cup up to hide it, T.
And if
You know me way too well.
If Linda needs any consoling,
stop. I thought about that. We can't say that. That's going to sound rude if she hears it later.
Well, I volunteer. I will hug and cry and all that with her. No, she's a very attractive woman. I did want to read y'all, and this is very good if you haven't read it. It's a letter from James Altman, which is the son of Robert, and I'm just going to read this. I think it'll do us good to hear it. He says, to all our colleagues and friends, I know many are shocked and saddened at the news of my father's untimely passing. I believe myself deeply fortunate that I had a father as special as Robert Altman. He and I, perhaps as unusual, had an unusual close relationship. He was a caring father that over time became a much closer friend as a father and mentor. And in the last few years of his life, I had the privilege of working alongside him at ZeniMax.
Let me take over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everyone knew him as our company leader, the man who set our strategic vision and core principles, who gave our state of the company address every December, who sent out congratulations to a studio on a game release, or the man who tried to maintain a sense of community by writing weekly emails while we were all locked down at home. It is a shame that everyone didn't get to know him as a friend, though many did. He was fiercely loyal to his friends and had a way of connecting with people instantly, inspiring them, getting the best out of them, and often teaching them with his seemingly endless wisdom. It is no surprise to me that the ZeniMax Bethesda leadership team has been together for over 20 years. The group of colleagues become a group of Robert's friends. I know that said became, but whatever.
Oh, it was close enough. Whoops.
You skipped a paragraph.
Yeah. There.
I could never properly capture Robert's character in a letter, but I will try to share an illustration of the man you all saw and whom I knew. In my first week at ZeniMax, I was surprised to learn. Are you sitting there reading beside me?
Mm-hmm.
I see your lips moving.
No, I'm not.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I was surprised to learn that Robert emailed the entire company. If he had baseball tickets he wasn't using, he was unsurprisingly inundated with emails within a matter of seconds. I politely suggested there may be better uses of his time than to get a full inbox for something so minor. He said, no, I prefer to do it myself. I like a personal touch. And besides, I like hearing from everybody. Robert, a lawyer by training, had a reputation as a master of the boardroom. Many times, a colleague or I would come under fire with a virtual cross-examination about a budget. Oh, I know about that stuff. Forecast, development timeline, or other business decision. So legendary was his meeting room manner that our production staff taught an annual seminar titled How to Present to Leadership, which everyone knew was really how to present to Robert. And Todd Howard kept an entire book of Robert's most notable meeting quips and quotes.
I love that.
Which he regularly updated. But no matter how difficult a meeting was, and over the years, we had many tough meetings. Business was business, and far more important were the relationships among colleagues. Rarely did a meeting start or end without jokes and a shared laugh. Robert would regularly sit and grind out a day's work without getting up from his desk for even a meal. Robert was a believer in the value of work and often said the greatest sense of accomplishment comes from achievement through hard work. Prepare for meetings, take the extra time to pay attention to the details, revise your drafts. Griff Lesher, our general counsel and a friend and colleague of Robert's for over 40 years, often said that Robert would rewrite Shakespeare if given the chance. That's because it can be improved, Robert would often respond. Occasionally, I'd convince Robert to take a break and go for a walk around the building with me. On one of our walks, he was telling me stories from the trenches of ZeniMax early days, when the company's success was anything but certain. I asked him, after 20 years and all the success the company had seen, what he was most proud of. Robert told me to look around the overflowing parking lot. and said he was most proud that the thousands of families of our employees could have food on the table. Oh gosh, this is going to make me cry.
I told you it's good.
Afford books, education, and opportunities, all because of the company he had built. What makes it even better, he said, is that our employees get to make a living making games, something they love. One of Robert's most defining personal qualities, was how much he always looked out for people and cared for them. I find it fitting that Robert's final great professional accomplishment in a long career of professional accomplishments was to make a deal to be acquired by Microsoft. Robert and I had strategic discussions many times, and he was always uncompromising that he would never make a deal if our developers would not support it. I don't care how much money anyone offers. We will never be acquired unless it's a good home for our studios, he would say. I can't think of a better home than Microsoft. And all the more fitting that we will soon be working for Phil Spencer, of course, yet another of Robert's close friends, and a man Robert regularly described as one of the greatest minds in our industry. I could write endless stories about Robert, but I think I most appreciate the close with a few of Robert's life lessons, which he often shared. Nothing in life is as important as family and friends. Nothing else actually matters. Turn square corners and live a life of integrity. You will sleep well. Discipline and hard work are more important than talent, and come to a meeting prepared. Closing our deal with Microsoft will be a bittersweet moment for all of us, but I take comfort in knowing that our company is and will be in the capable hands of Robert's friend. And I know that we will continue to honor his legacy by making the world's greatest games for our fans. Love you all, James.
I thought that was appropriate enough to share. So, Robert Altman, 73, he passed away on Wednesday. He actually founded or co-founded ZeniMax with the original founder, Chris Weaver, I believe his name was, and that was in 1999. So, yes, we all mourn with the Altman family and even Linda Carter. Absolutely. David Jackson.
I think that was so sweet, though. The things he said that he cared most about. There aren't a lot of people that will tell you those are the most important things anymore. There just aren't. So,
that was one of the main reasons.
That was really sweet. David, thank you so much.
You get to do Walter.
I get to pull a Walter out, and we're going to do a twofer.
Hey, Vault Girl. Hey, Kane.
Because I owe several of these. So we'll start with one for David.
Shut the hell up.
And Big T, here's one for you, because I know I owe you plenty.
Stop pushing the damn button.
Thank you, David.
And we'll do some more in a little bit.
Hoping things have been good. It's been crazy and busy for me and my queen. Hey, Slacker. Hey, Captain Awesome.
Hey, Santa.
Hey, Santa. If I missed anybody, please forgive me.
Did you tell Vault Girl hello?
I did tell Vault Girl hello.
There's Kane. Did you see Kane up there?
Yes, I told Kane hello.
Oh, I missed it.
About what's going to go on in Bethesda now that Robert is gone. I think somebody was talking about what happens with his position and all that. He was not, from what I understand, since 2006 in a development. He was not involved in the development at all. He just had CEO responsibilities. And of course, now that ZeniMax has been sold to Microsoft, most of that goes to Phil Spencer and Microsoft.
A friend of his.
Yeah. So
before I even knew about this letter today, I told you, I said, I wonder if they knew something was coming and they had worked on this to put it in safe hands. And then there's the letter, and it's with one of his friends, and he wouldn't have put it anywhere that it wasn't safe. So
that's true.
I think there was a lot of heartfelt thought behind it. You know, we see Microsoft and Bethesda and these big names, and we think, oh my gosh, it's an acquisition, or it's this, or it's that. But we don't think about what's really going on behind the scenes. And this could have been a friend helping a friend.
That's right.
Who knows?
Absolutely. I've got just a couple of Fallout 76 news, and then I really wanted to spend the remaining part of the podcast, of course, answering your questions and talking about the 6 new games that are coming and some news on them.
We literally have 25 minutes left to be on this podcast, and then we have to jump off.
Yeah, I know. We got to take Wolfman to work.
Wolfman to work today.
Okay, Fallout 76, the PTS has been delayed. You know, we talked about the perk loadouts and all that. All that has been delayed going into the PTS. Maybe because of this Robert deal, you know, I'm sure people got off to go to the funeral or whatever. But it has been delayed, but it should be out this coming week. Plus, double score week is going on right now. So if you are behind, or if you've not finished the scoreboard, or if you don't...
Does this mean I should stream tonight?
If you haven't even bothered with... No, I didn't finish the scoreboard. If you haven't even bothered with the scoreboard, right now is when you need to go and do the double score.
My character hasn't done a scoreboard.
I know, but I already did it. You can only do it on one per account. So... You're going to have to get your own computer and own account.
That's why I need to stream tonight, so we can get you your own computer.
Oh, okay. Now, again, the remaining part of the podcast, ask any questions you want. We'll go ahead and open it up for any questions. But I do want to remind you of the 6 games that are coming. I want to give you a few more tidbits to them than I did in my last video. Those 6 new Bethesda games that are coming. And I want to hear which ones you're excited about. I know we're probably all more excited about one, but which ones of these are you really excited about? Of course, Deathloop is coming out May the 21st of this year, so that will be here before we know it, and that is from Arcane in France. That is their France studio. Ghostwire Tokyo. By the way, if you've not seen gameplay yet on Ghostwire Tokyo, you can go over to Bethesda.net and see actual gameplay from Ghostwire Tokyo. And it looks pretty good.
Does it?
It really does. It looks pretty good. Then, of course, Starfield, that I believe is going to be announced this E3. And James said jokingly a minute ago, is it coming out in 2077? No, I think it's coming. Hopefully, I think it's coming out in 2021. It's been called the biggest leap in gaming ever by Bethesda insiders. Todd Howard said it's the biggest, most epic space game you can imagine. So those are some pretty high marks to say about a game. And I cannot wait to see the next trailer, especially if it gives us some gameplay and some ideas about what this game is going to be. Yeah, so with Cyberpunk, you're right, Big T. You're right. Of course, then the Indiana Jones game that was just announced, that is coming from Machine Games, which will probably be a mix between open and linear game. I think it'll probably be a more linear game coming from Machine Games, but that one is coming. Then there is the new ZeniMax online game. They've announced a brand new game that's got a brand new engine. It's probably going to be an MMO, but it is exciting to see what in the world that might be. And then finally, there is an unnamed Arcane Austin Studio game. Of course, those are the makers of Dishonored and Prey. What do you think? Is it going to be a new IP? Is it going to be the next Dishonored? Is it going to be Prey Part 2? I don't know. A couple of things on the ZeniMax Online.
I want Indiana Jones and Starfield, just so y'all know.
Who said it? Who said it? Well, Queen just said it, Dom.
They did it
Hey,
before.
Dom.
We should totally see some of Harrison Ford's voice. Wouldn't that be awesome? If he feels like it, and that'll be, the weather's bad in Arkansas right now. But if he feels like it, if Ghost is up for it, we'll do a stream later tonight to try to raise some money for a new computer for this man so that I can have this one and play some games. Because I don't mind asking money for a computer for him. I just have a problem asking for it for me. So let's go for it.
So a little bit of news on the ZeniMax Online game. Colin Campbell, he was an artist who worked on Mass Effect and also Jedi the Fallen Order, is going to be one of the lead artists on this new ZeniMax Online game. Plus, Ben Jones, the director of Daybreak Games, is heading up this new project. So there's some big names that are going to be working on this. Again, a brand new engine from ZeniMax Online. So I'm excited to see what it is, even though it's probably going to be an MMO, and I'm not a huge MMO Oh, God. Dom says Starfield will release in its own good time. I like that, Dom. Oh, yeah.
Scroller and troller.
So, what of those?
That's what ghosts do, right? Ghosts just kind of they're there, and you don't really know that they are until they just like pop up, and there they are. So,
I want to know.
Thanks, Timmy.
Oh, Timmy Hill, thank you.
Here we
No,
go.
wait.
Whoa!
He is Sir Timmy. We say Sir
Timmy.
Sir Timmy. Thank
Sir
you,
Timmy.
Sir Timmy. A $20 super chat.
Yay!
You're an idiot.
Not you, Timmy. Not you, Timmy. He's talking
What am I, doorbell?
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Santa says he's more excited to see 76 get improved than any new game, which is a great thing about 76 because it is ever changing.
Y'all know we're better than a night out at the movies sometimes.
Sometimes the changes aren't great, but
what changes are we talking about?
Into 76. But that is a game that keeps on changing and changing. Of course, we're about to get a lot of content added to Fallout 76.
Hey, sir, how are you?
And let me say, just as a defense, I guess, of a
and we are on for a stream tonight, you guys.
A game like 76.
6:30, 7:30.
You've got a whole other conversation going.
6:30 to 7:30. Hold on, I got a 6:30 to 7:30. So maybe like 8 o'clock Central Time, if that works for Ghost. Which I'll get a text message in a minute that'll tell me if that's good or not.
Good or not. Big T says he'll admit that 76 has come a long way since launch.
All right, Big T.
It has, absolutely. The one thing I will say about 76, though, as they continue to add to the game, sometimes there's going to be setbacks because you can't add an update that adds so much to a game and not expect it to not affect other things. And of course, people are wanting this stuff faster and faster. You know, we're done. We've played everything. Give us something else. So they're trying to work as fast as they can.
It's like when you bring new furniture into your house, you think it's just going to fit right in that spot, and that's it. But that's never how it really works. You've got to rearrange stuff and shuffle because something didn't fit just right. That's just life.
So remember that when updates come, that's why normally they have to do
moving furniture around.
They have to do a hot fix normally when they do one of those updates. But yes, there is a lot been added to Fallout 76. So yes, I'm excited about the future of 76. Out of those 6 games that are named, most of them I'm very excited for. Of course, Starfield would be the one I am most excited for. I want to see. I want to learn more about the game. I want to see how innovative they have been. This is going to be the first time that we're not looking at something that's just the old creation engine. This has got brand new animations, brand new everything except for their editor, as we've talked about it before. And when Todd Howard says it's the biggest, most epic space game you can imagine.
So excited.
And someone at Bethesda says it's the biggest leap in gaming ever.
So can we please get him a new computer so I can play this game?
So, yeah, I don't even know if my computer will run it. Who knows how big Starfield is going to be. So,
okay, if that's the case, we're both going to need one. But we're just going to plan on him right now.
Yeah. So I am super excited about Starfield.
We just need what? What's a new computer for you cost? Honestly,
I don't know. I'm really.
This one like $1,200 or something.
No, this one was $2,000. Yeah. I'm really excited about the Arcane Austin studio. What's that going to be? Is it going to be a new Dishonored? Is it going to be a new Prey? I cannot wait for that. I love Arcane Studio. I hate to say it right now. I'm not that excited about Deathloop. It just hasn't done much for me looking at the gameplay and stuff. I'm still going to get it and play it and try it. But it's the Arcane Austin studio that I love so much that has the Dishonored and Prey and all that. Big T says he paid $18 for him from I can't say it.
From Dell? Oh my gosh. If I never have a Dell computer again.
What? I have a Dell computer. I just got it fixed, but I've got a Dell computer.
Okay, I can handle a Dell computer now that I have a computer guy. But if I ever have to talk to Dell customer service again, y'all are going to have to come see me in jail.
Yeah, Merv, the Alienware, that's what I've been told right now. I've got an MSI gaming, and I've loved it. It's good. It's a little underpowered. But I've been told Alienware is the way to go next time. And Slacker says build your own PC. I would absolutely love to do that.
You don't know us well.
But yeah, I don't have much skills in that regard. Plus, I am on the road so much right now. I almost have to have a laptop to keep up my YouTubing.
Oh, yeah, no, we cannot do a desktop. No.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
Now, maybe one day when I get rich enough that I can have both going on, that would be awesome. But right now,
there's no place for a desktop in this house.
No,
there's
right there.
No.
I would have to move some stuff, but
there's no place.
Right there.
Whatever.
Right there. So
Transparent.
Out of all those games, again, the Arcane one, Starfield, and then Ghostwire looked. Hey, Dom, did you see the? I'm sure you have. Have you watched the new gameplay on Ghostwire? It looks really, really good. It actually excites me more than Deathloop does.
Yeah, let me just yes, we agree about the Robert thing. We actually read the whole letter from his son before you jumped on. We had talked about that. So yeah, our thoughts and prayers are definitely going out to that whole family.
His family and Linda Carter. I keep having to mention Linda Carter.
I know, you're just like,
I've liked Linda Carter since the 70s.
Since he was a little boy.
And she still looks like she did in the 70s.
That's because they had their money.
Oh, okay. King, I really appreciate the effort you have put into the real life lore videos on 76 locations. They are so fascinating. Thank you so much, Santa. I love doing those. I hope they catch on more in the future, but yes, I'm definitely going to keep doing one. Vault Girl says, I hope you do a real life video on Grafton. That would be great.
James's 14-year-old built a gaming computer. Yeah, that's the problem. We don't have 14-year-olds anymore.
You know, I think that's the one I haven't done. It's the Grafton Monster. I haven't done Scary Places on the Grafton Monster. Huh.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I've done the Flatwoods Monster. But I don't remember doing one on the Grafton Monster. So
you got 15 minutes, mister.
Dom says he wouldn't want to meet Sally from Scary Places. You know who Sally reminded me of? It reminded me of Nuka World, you know, the little girl in the haunted house. And I can't remember her name. It might have been Sally. But the little girl in the haunted house in the Nuka World DLC, real haunted house. Right now, by the way, I'm working on a video about ghosts in Fallout. That there have been ghosts in Fallout since the beginning, since Fallout 1. So, are you strangling yourself?
Trying to be ghostly.
You are kind of white today, but I think it's because you're next to Mr. Redman. Look at this.
Mr. Redman.
I am splotching all over the place. Part of what Lupus says. Thank you, Vault Girl, for putting those links on there. There's the 2 latest. I did a Scary Places on Vault Tech University.
You paid $3,400 for yours. Well, then we got a long ways to go to raise that money.
And then
smack on a
Real
cracker.
Places on the Palace of the Winding Path. Well, yeah, I mean, this one was 2000, and that was what, 3-4 years
Yeah, but
ago?
I'm expecting them to go down in price.
No, they're not. They're not going to go down. They're absolutely not going to go down. Well, guys, we have enjoyed this so much. I'm going to give you about 3 more minutes to ask any questions you want. I hate to cut it short today, but we've got to get the Wolfman to work.
We got to be mom and dad today.
That's right. Absolutely. But yeah, we went over a lot. If you came in late, we went over a lot of just gaming news. So if you missed it, go back and watch the first of the
awesome
podcast. What?
They were watching your Lewisburg video. Seriously though, if y'all haven't seen the video about the Scary Places and the Real Places video that you put up, those are really, really, really good. Go watch them.
Yeah, the Real Places.
I enjoyed them.
Is on the Palace of
the Real Places was cool. Yeah, go watch those and share them. We need to get the views up, you guys.
Go watch them twice.
Yeah. Watch them, sign out of YouTube, watch it that way, you know, whatever it takes.
Yep, absolutely. See you in Fallout 76.
Neo.
Right. Hey, Neo, what's going on, Mad Beavers?
Y'all remember that we're going to do a stream at 8 o'clock Central tonight, which is 9 Eastern.
You're doing a stream?
I'm doing a stream, which means you'll be here. Ghost will be there. We'll be doing it and begging for money for his computer.
Hey, Psycho, what's going on? Well, guys, we have enjoyed this so much. Again, we're sorry to cut it short. We do send our thoughts and prayers out to the Altman family again, and all of Bethesda, because all of Bethesda and Microsoft have been affected by that. So we do that. We appreciate every one of you. Thanks, everyone that gave super chats. Those mean more than you could know. Timmy, that huge super chat. We love you for it.
Queen
Thank
Stream,
you.
8 Central, 9 Eastern. Y'all tell my hair bye.
And Timmy said
my COVID hair is leaving.
That was for the video. I mean the computer and Sweet Tea. So just remember that.
Oh, okay.
Part of that goes for Sweet Tea.
Gotcha.
Y'all have an awesome rest of the weekend and a blessed Sunday if the Lord gives us tomorrow.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.
See you tonight.